All right, everyone. So for today, we are going to start sketch 15. With this one, you're either going to first write your name on the can that you brought in, or you're going to select one from the group that we have up front. You're going to get your name on it so you can keep track of that. That's yours. And then once you've picked one out, we're going to crush it into kind of an interesting shape. We're going to use this for this next project, looking at kind of observational drawing and watercolor. So I'm going to crush it a few different ways. I'm going to play around with kind of overall shaping. And then once I'm happy with it, then we're going to start sketch 15. For sketch 15, what we're going to look at is drawing with one continuous line. So you are going to put your pencil or pen down and you're going to draw continuously, so you're not going to lift up at all. Looking at mainly just the contour or like initial outline and kind of essential shapes and lines that you see. The nice thing with continuous line drawing is it allows you to think a little bit more about kind of lines, shapes in relationship to one another, how those relate to one another as you draw those out. So as you go through, you're going to have kind of unnecessary lines that appear, and those are okay, but you're mainly just going to continue to work through those, looking at that overall kind of connection and shape in relationship to one another. If you do happen to lift up your pen or pencil while you're drawing, that's fine. Just kind of set it down roughly where you feel like you left off. And then with this, these are a little bit more of a slow kind of practice drawing as far as thinking of kind of working your way through the item, kind of observing the full form, the full shape, those different kind of layers and pieces next to one another. So I'd say start with kind of your initial shape, your initial outline, and then work your way into the can, looking at where you're seeing those folds or bends. You can start to look a little bit at where you're seeing some of that key either shaping or text or design, but the main thing for today is just kind of looking at those essential elements, starting to work through that one point perspective or that continuous line drawing practice, so that as we move into kind of the final selection for shaping and the final paper, you have a good kind of practice drawing already done, and you're getting a little bit more familiar with this overall subject matter. Otherwise, I would say spend about 10 or 15 minutes on the sketch 15. Once you're finished with it, you'll continue on with the rest of the agenda, but you should be good to go.